Good morning, traders. This morning S&P and Nasdaq opening up at reversal zone as we discussed with my students pre-market in Alpha Fibonacci Club. Reminder to all the new students to log in to Alpha Club for all the pre-market prep. We knew this hours and days in advance. So here we go. This is software to day trade futures for Ninja Trader 8. This is Nasdaq bouncing as absolutely was expected. Every single chart spelled out well before market open. Number one, it is not the place to short. This is a place to buy from. With the power of the Alpha Fibonacci system and your limitless spectacular effort, you knew this hours and days in advance. That's it, pure and simple. Intelligent trader who's trading Alpha Fibonacci system, done for the day. Your trading day lasted less than 1 minute. That's it. You're adding the lot size, not the number of trades. You're walking away with phenomenal profit. That pure and simple. No matter what chart you trade, it is absolutely your personal decision. Preparation for your trade becomes 80% of your success rate. Number one, you knew quite well it's not the place to short. Number two, you knew quite well this is where we're expecting bullish bounce from. If I bring to your attention all the other charts, what did the intelligent trader knew? This will be war zone next. So no matter what chart you trade, you make a personal decision. If you want to use software to day trade futures for Ninja Trader 8, or if you want to trade any other instruments. S&P and Nasdaq are twins this morning. Massive number of charts spelled out, not the place to short. Instantly before market open, you are ahead of everyone else 50%. And that's the power of the system. And that's simplicity and purity. That's it, you're out with a solid and spectacular trade. All the details in live class tomorrow after the close of the trading room. And that's confirmation of all we're discussing with my students every morning before the open of the trading room. And that's the power of the Alpha Fibonacci reversal zone. No software on this chart, none is present. All you need is Fibonacci Retracement tool that you can insert on any platform you choose. System is predictive, system is proprietary. If I'm converting this chart to 5, to 3, to any chart you choose to trade, this is S&P right now. And that's predictive Alpha Fibonacci power. As you can study in hundreds of videos in member area. As you can trade on any instrument you choose. As this morning we will prepare for oil news. What's essential to recognize? Vertical bullish rally identified by Alpha Fibonacci system many months in advance. To remind you, as S&P reaching critical key break wall, this is what played out on key institutional chart. Here's S&P in the month of March. Tariff war starts. Sell-off ending. Intelligent trader understands this is where institutions will be buying the market. But price moves one step at a time. This level is out, this level to follow. And again, as you will see next, you can trade this on stocks. You can trade this on Forex. You can trade this on options. April 1st, market heading lower. April 30th, bullish rally skyrockets. This morning price no longer at 4,870 level, present in the trading room for years. This morning market drastically higher. All discussions in live classes and hundreds of videos in member area. So if you understand the power of this, of predictive, proprietary, strategic, intelligent chess, you also understand and witness what's playing out in front of you live on NASDAQ. Simplicity score of every single strategy I ever developed. That's it. So if you managed to pull 50 points on NASDAQ this morning, you're a genius. You're adding the lot size. You do not need many trades. What you need is quality, not quantity. And you make a personal decision what chart, what instrument you want to trade. This was spectacular and breathtaking. And again, before the start of the trading day, we knew where pullback would come from. And again, this morning, it's a retail. It's not institutional morning. So next we will prepare for the news and what intelligent trader understands time and time again. You need quality, not quantity in your trading. 10 points on S&P, single lot, $500. 10 lots, $5,000. So if you want to work less than 30 minutes per day, with the power of the Alpha Fibonacci system, you know where to buy, where to sell. All you have to do, make an effort and apply Alpha Fibonacci rules. But if complete beginner traders can do it, if 14-year-old can do it, if children of my traders who joining the course can do it, anyone can. So as S&P stuck and frozen, as we will prepare for oil news next, let's review what to expect on oil. As again, what you witnessed on S&P at the bottom is where oil is this morning. Skyrocketed drastically higher, correct? So as we're monitoring pullback on S&P and NASDAQ, and we're very clear where it came from, and lower price crashes before oil news is better, this could be retail trading range that will last hours and even days. On oil, institutional rally overextended. On oil, market is drastically higher. But again, how did you know where oil skyrocketed from? Simple. By applying Alpha Fibonacci rules, you can trade this on any platform you choose. You can trade this on interactive brokers. You can trade this on TradeStation, Thinkorswim, MT4, MT5, any platform that has Fibonacci Retracement tool, you can trade this system on. System traded on institutional platforms, system traded by JP Morgan traders. So if you understand where oil heading to months in advance, if you understand where buyers will step in on oil, it was identical event as just played out on S&P. But this is entirely different trading instrument. This is institutional chart on oil. Every single instrument you ever trade with the Alpha Fibonacci system, you can apply to any instrument, any time frame, any platform. Bullish rally on oil confirmed again and again and again. This morning, we're drastically higher. What oil will do at 67 will define oil for years to come. And that's the purity of the system. And that's identical event that played out on Euro. Despite catastrophic war in Europe, Euro skyrocketed from Alpha Fibonacci buy point. Middle East war plays out, Euro skyrocketing again. So when you apply the rules, if day trading is not for you, as war becoming worse and worse and worse, Euro created the biggest rally in 20 years, from 96 until 116, with a massive additional levels where you could have added to your position. And how spectacular and breathtaking NVIDIA picking up this team from identical buy point where S&P and Nasdaq skyrocketed from, you are witnessing clearly. It is all the same. No matter what instrument and time frame you trade, all you need to do, make an effort and identify what's appropriate for you. Absolutely your personal choice. If you are trading 3-minute or hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, if you are trading Nasdaq, as our students who are trading for prop firms do, one of the students who've been with me for 15 years, who brought his daughter to the course. She was 12 years old when she took private mentoring course. I'm absolutely thrilled and excited to see Michael again. His daughter is no longer 12. She's 17. That's it. Prop firm trader, trading massive numbers of accounts. So if you start using your limitless brain and you know where to buy the bottom and sell the top, the sky's is the limit. And you can trade anything you choose. And if S&P remains frozen and stuck in pain, you are very, very clear where pain coming from. Software for NinjaTrader 8 is a phenomenal tool. With a single glimpse before the start of the trading day, you knew this is your retail trading range. You knew not to short near, and you knew where pullback would come from. And if S&P will be completely asleep until oil news, you understand that's extremely typical and plays out all the time when S&P waiting for oil news. Oil selling off from retail chart as oil staged phenomenal bullish rally in the last few weeks. On retail chart, bearish pullback on oil in the play. Again, overextended institutional rally came to reversal zone. So if oil collapsing until this level, it's a beautiful thing. And if buyers step in from this level is ideal. Retail trader would take advantage of that. Prior to oil news, oil selling off. Oil news in 50 minutes with the power of the Alpha Fibonacci system, trader very well prepared. And if trader choose to trade Tesla, identical event played out on Tesla with a catastrophic crash from wave 484 to 213, almost 60%. Collapse on Apple reminded you. If you know where to exit your position, you did not lose sleep. You knew that this is where Apple would crash from. Rules are met. You monitor for short, not long at this level. Apple struggling immensely to break through this level. Collapse on Apple from 260 until 169 was spectacular. Pure and simple. So in front of you, 5 minutes before oil news, S&P reached critical key level. Since the market opened, S&P skyrocketed from 59.10 until 59.40, 30 points. So if you are not using the software, but you apply the power of the Alpha Fibonacci system to any platform you choose, again, your trading day was done this morning within a couple of minutes. You understand why S&P is stuck right now in horrific pain and been in correction for the last 20 minutes. Absolutely no software in this chart, only proprietary strategies and settings you can apply to any time frame, any instrument you choose. But if you are using software to day trade futures for NinjaTrader 8, you knew where problem would be well before market open with a single glimpse. Institutions holding loans, institutions not shorting the market this morning. And that's what playing out in front of you before oil news. So if I remind you what we prepared for oil news, as we discussed oil in retail bearish correction, and this is the best place to be, I'm converting oil chart to 1 minute chart. But since we have 5 minutes before oil news, let's recap what played out in prior oil news well before today. This is oil inventories, May 14th. So let's take a look and let's see how again Alpha Fibonacci system overrides oil news. Here's the oil on May 13th before oil news. This is where oil is on that day. Came to reversal zone, stuck in massive correction. Here's oil the day of the news, exactly a week ago. Pulling back, but finding again very powerful buyers. Why? Because institutions are long. Since that event on oil, this is what played out. Buyers picked up the steam from critical key retail buy point. Despite extremely bearish news, buyers picked up the steam on oil, reminding you, if trading on the news worked, every person on the planet would be Bill Gates. In front of you, very powerful and very clear reminder. If you know where to buy oil despite bearish news, you are witnessing clearly how oil skyrocketed 400 points after extremely bearish news, but sold off from key Alpha Fibonacci reversal zone. So here we are 3 minutes before the news, converting this chart to 1. Again, retail correction is on, institutions buying the market. Again, institutional rally overextended, we're due for bearish pullback. To the tick, intelligent trader knows and understands that. And again, ideally, oil would pull back from here to here. Alpha Fibonacci levels present in front of you for weeks. In a play this morning. What is the expectations on oil news this morning? As oil is out in 1.5 minutes, minus 0.9. More negative the number, more bullish the news. More positive the number, more bearish the news. Oversupply bullish, undersupply, oversupply bearish, undersupply bullish. Completely in reverse of stock news. So you're extremely well prepared and you also understand very, very well what S&P and Nasdaq doing before the news. As again, market been absolutely frozen for the last 40 minutes with phenomenal and breathtaking open. Software showing you very, very clearly where retail bearish correction coming from. You are not babysitting the charts, you are not a gambler, you are not babysitter of the markets. You are strategic, intelligent trader who absolutely expected this well before oil news. So lower S&P retraces is better, not the place to buy, correct? Pure and simple. So if you can stay in your lane when you drive, you can certainly trade Alpha Fibonacci system. 18 seconds until oil news. Oil news extremely bearish. Let's go straight to the charts. Again, I love projecting 1 minute charts so you can see ultimate accuracy and power of the system instantly without any delays. This never ever gets old. Again, doesn't matter if it's 5 or 3 or tick or range charts, any chart, we knew this is not the place to buy. While S&P is stuck and Nasdaq stuck in very painful retail correction at the critical key brick wall. Only good thing that will happen on Nasdaq and S&P, powerful pullback. Without it, both are untradeable. This is the most important moment in your trading. Only when you separate junky retail corrections from spectacular, powerful reversals as played out at the open, you can become successful. This is broker's heaven where broker printing money. Intelligent trader not babysitting this junk, intelligent trader not trading it. While oil presents very powerful opportunity, and reminds you, when you trade one, you can trade them all with Alpha Fibonacci system. And if day trading is not for you, trade stocks, look at the charts once a week. Trade Forex, look at the charts 15 minutes, hourly, 4 hour. Trade crypto, choice is yours. Every single system I have ever developed applies to every instrument, every time frame, every platform. So pound yen stock at critical key Alpha Fibonacci brick wall to remind you where gold selling off from, as gold reached Alpha Fibonacci reversal zone, identical level you witnessing in a play on oil right now is where gold stuck in correction. So if gold in free fall and S&P and Nasdaq to follow, you're extremely well where selling pressure coming from. You knew not to buy the market. You knew only intelligent option is retail short, not institutional but retail. But shorts are very, very limited because both green zone are right up front. That's it. And when you make a personal decision on the chart you want to trade, the sky's the limit. And that's the power of the system in the live markets during extremely powerful open that completely died out and frozen correction in very limited trading range with oil news in front of you. That's it. So the instrument you decide to trade is absolutely your personal choice. As you can witness on our website, traders all over the world trading the system. From stocks to Forex to crypto, from metals to any instrument you choose. So as you're witnessing clearly, Legend CEO constantly sharing and stopping by in the middle of the night to share his phenomenal journey. And if you are fortunate enough to grab the very last spot, I promise you will be taking off the website the recording of the prior trading bootcamp, which was a historical event. You are fortunate enough to grab the very, very last spot of additional value, 27.77. That's included in every package below. So please view our students' performance from all over the world, across all instruments, all timeframes or platforms, listen to our students' podcasts, view our students' reviews, and choose the option appropriate for you. Private mentoring, the most popular option, the most desirable option. This afternoon, I work with oncological surgeon. This Friday, I work with trader in Moscow, in Ukraine. I work with trader in Chicago, in New Jersey. I work with trader in Utah. Every single one of my private students trade every different instrument, from option to stocks to Forex to crypto to metals to ETFs to various derivatives. So if you cannot afford private mentoring, which with a bootcamp savings $10,000, group course option to the most popular option with a bootcamp savings almost $8,000. If you are not on Ninja Trader 8 or you cannot afford package 2 or 4, option 1 and 3 appropriate for you. It's never a requirement to come to live classes. 90% of the students view videos 24/7. Students work full-time, have full-time businesses in different parts of the world. As again, S&P reminding you, the most important part of your trading, how to trade brutal, vicious retail corrections as continue playing out after spectacular open. Any questions for me? Do not hesitate to pick up the phone and call or email me. As fathers bringing their children, husbands bringing their wives, friends bringing their friends to the course. +1 925 257 4298 or info@fibinstitute.com. As again and again and again, the most important part of your trading keeps playing out now, and we knew what to expect before it happened. And that's the reason, students, my dearest friends for life, as you can view and read on the reviews.